Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. I know that as I'm live on Facebook, many of you might not be coming live with me on Facebook. So many of us are already on our way to our office, to work, to shop. So I wish you guys the best of selling markets today, or the best of all businesses today. So you guys are highly welcome to Onya and Gem live. So, and mind you, this video is going to my YouTube channel. So, and my contents are fully all about travel, tourism, development of tourism in Nigeria. We're talking about how to develop this country when it comes to tourism. Like I said before, tourism is the next, or should be the next line of oil that is after oil. But having not having a good leader, not having a good leader really, you know, makes a lot of things not balanced in Nigeria when it comes to tourism. And that is the why so many private investors today, they are really trying promoting tourism on their own aspect, making money from it on their own aspect privately by coming up planning a package tour to take people to a different tourist destination in Nigeria. So I really give them thumbs up because they are really promoting. Because if you notice, I mean, if they take some clients to some destinations, those clients are going to sit down and promote the tourist destination to on their own end, from their own end. So that is it. So guys, if you're coming live with me, kindly like, share, and comment on this particular live video, so I will know that yes, you're always coming live with me, because I'll be doing some giveaway to people that normally come live with me very soon, very very soon. So and I'll also be doing the giveaway to most share fans, the people that share my posts mostly on YouTube channel and Facebook. So today I want to talk about Ayinkunnuga waterfall. I made that post some time ago, like last 4 months. I made that post and I still repeated the post again. The first time I did that post, I was having 1.6 thousand views, likes. Then this particular month, I made that post again. I was having 1.5 thousand likes and different comment, thousands, like close to 300 shares. Now that post, that Ayinkunnuga waterfall was one of the tourist destinations I visited last 4 or 5 years ago. That's been long. So when you see me put a transportation from Osogbo to Okinla for 600 naira, know that it was 4 or 5 years ago, not this year, because I know this year things was very things are very very, the dollar now price are very high, like transportation even from here to then, and normally enter from here to Osogbo then 1,500, 2,000. But now going to Osogbo to from Lagos State to Osogbo is something else. Same thing to Ekiti. Normally from here to Ekiti then was 4,000 naira, 3,500. But now to go to Ekiti now, if you're not with 7,000, 8,000, and now we're even hearing that the cost of fuel price is still increasing. I don't really know what the president is really doing in this country. Like, I don't know if they are pulling the country forward or they are bringing the country backward. But all I just pray in it is that God should just take control, because now the amount of the price fuel has increased, a lot of transportation price, and it will really affect travelers like us. I wanted to post something yesterday, but I was so scared that if I post it, it might cause one or two. I wanted to tell you guys that Nigeria very soon we're going to be using dollars to buy market very soon. Yes, the way I'm saying it right now, because everything is now becoming more expensive every day by day. You understand? Nelson Vika, thank you very much. Everything is becoming more expensive every day by day. So I believe that Nigerian is going to be coming to a range whereby we're going to be using dollars to buy goods and services, to render goods and services. When you buy goods, you render services. Maybe you call a mechanic will finish and tell you that my bill is $200. Very soon to come to that, because the way we are seeing things now being expensive, a whole Ghana cedis is even more expensive than Nigerian naira. So what are we saying? If Nigerian naira cannot be equal to American dollar, sorry, American dollar or an American heroes, let's say heroes, pounds, and the rest. Then what are we using naira for? Because now I don't we're not more making use of we're not making use of 5 naira, we're not making use of 10 naira, we're not even making use of 20 naira now in this country. They are not more making use of them. Then from 15 naira, at least 15 naira, the way I'm even saying 15 naira in the next 2 years, 15 naira is going to go down big time. Like we're not going to be using 15 naira in the next 2 years. Mark my word. Because the way I'm saying the country now, everything is becoming changing. 100 naira now at least is still valuable. You understand? Then, and if you notice, most of the transportation now you are doing both on bike and car, nothing like 15 naira transportation. Even the 100 naira self is a war, a problem. So traveling to Okinawa in Osogbo, when I got to Osogbo, there's a roundabout. I don't know if you are from Osogbo, I don't know if you are, because I don't really know how to pronounce most of this Yoruba name, you understand? But I believe people out there, people that are watching me, or people that are going to watch this video later on, is going to correct me, you understand? There's a place called Eregbe at Osogbo. So once you stop at that roundabout, so you have to trek down small. You take a bike to a park. The park is after Osogbo Grove. Now once you get to that place, you now take a Sienna that is going to Okela. Now the Okela then 4 or 5 years was 600 naira, but I don't know the exact price now. Somebody was telling me to from that place to Okela now is like close to 2,000 naira. So if you am correct, or if you know the real price from Osogbo to Okela, you can still come to my inbox and tell me the price. Man, I didn't sleep yesterday and I was very busy doing write up, you understand? So I'm so tired. So now my point is, please, if you know the real price from Aregbe, that's the park there, from there to Okela, you can still inbox me or tell me the price at my comment section. So these are, but back then, 4 or 5 years ago, that I visited that area, I paid 600 naira, and I lasted over. It was like close to 2 hours journey. So because I visited two places within that place, I visited Ayinkunnuga waterfall. Then I think that same day, the day I came in town, I visited every Jesha. So Ayinkunnuga waterfall is a very nice waterfall that I would love every one of you to visit. We have the descending order and the ascending order, and the government really tried when it comes to the staircase, because I never knew that such thing is going to be there. Some of the waterfalls I've visited to, you are going to hike to these places. Some of the waterfalls you're going to, I visited in Nigeria. Sorry about that. You're going to hike to these places. You understand? So, like hiking, going here and there, and the rest. So, but this particular one, it has a staircase that you will hike down to. Now, let me shock you. Hiking down, that is the descending order, is very easy to hike. Now, once you get to the Ayinkunnuga waterfall, coming back is a problem. So that's what they call ascending. So, that day I was so curious that I want to visit Ayinkunnuga waterfall. So we take a bike from where the Sienna stopped us straight down the Ayinkunnuga waterfall. Now we didn't go straight to the Ayinkunnuga waterfall because my tour guide, as we launched, he went there. So you're kind of looking for the track. Man, some tour guys are really trying. People like Omoto Show, I really appreciate him a lot. Like, that guy is so trying. Like, he was looking for the watermark, he was looking for the track to get to this Ayinkunnuga waterfall. We have to start going to the village. The bike took us down to the village, straight down to the village, and the village are very safe to explore. So we were just going straight down to this particular destination. We don't even know where we're going. We have not even seen anything. Like, we have not even, that's my first time. So the Google map was even taking us inside the village. At a point when we met people on like two people in their compound, we like asked them, we are going to Ayinkunnuga waterfall. They have to tell us we should go back outside the village again. That's from the entrance of the village. That's where the Ayinkunnuga waterfall is. So we like, but they say it's inside this village. So we still went further to look around. We still asked like two, three people because normally the routes to those villages are very scanty. Like no, before you see a human man. So what we normally do, we normally see the ones inside. Excuse me. We normally see the one inside you know the humans that is staying inside the houses, like the mud house. Because if you go there, you see some ancient houses that are well, that is not real restructuralized and everything. So we asked like two, three of those places, and the thing directed us back. We have to tell the bike man to go back again. Then how much did the bike collect? Almost 1,500 or 2,000 naira. Then things were very cheap. So the bike man took us back and we begged the bike man to hold on to wait for us. So that was how we went back. So we started looking for the track straight to the what? Straight to Ayokoloma waterfall. Until I'm not sure which is my tour guide. He's a nice guy. He was like, there's a symbol that he's looking for. That symbol marks the route to Ayokoloma waterfall. And that was how we saw a statue. That is the hunter that discovered Ayinkunnuga waterfall. Now I discovered that the hunter was the one that he was hunting in that particular environment. At the end of the day, he shot at this animal and the animal just fell inside a kind of hole. So he went back, he was not looking for the animal, and the name of the animal is called Ayinkunnuga. That is the name of the animal. So that was how he was looking for the animal down there until he discovered the waterfall. So they said the waterfall was discovered by a hunter. So that was how, when he discovered the waterfall during back then. So he don't know the name that he will call the waterfall. So he now like, okay, since the animal that I shot, the name of the animal is Ayinkunnuga. So let me use Ayinkunnuga to classify the waterfall, which is Ayinkunnuga waterfall. You get the jack. So from there, people from different parts of the world start visiting. But the truth there is that the tourist destination, Ayokoloba Waterfall, is not really promoted. It's not really recognized in Africa. There's only few people that knows about this waterfall. In fact, we have like two waterfall within that Okela area. But the one I visited was Ayokoloma Waterfall. So that waterfall is not really recognized in Nigeria. There's only few people. Even when my friend told me about it, I said, Ayokoloma, I've never heard about it. Even I was going to Google searching about waterfall, Google never brought it out until I went there. I saw that yes, this is Ayokoloba waterfall. So that was how I discovered that it was an hunter that discovered this Ayokoloba waterfall. Mind you, Ayokoloba waterfall, the name Ayokoloba is an animal. So the hunter was hunting on it. When which he shot it, the animal went down to this thing. So the hunter have to start going down to look for the animal Ayokoloba. Until he saw the animal, then he now discovered there's a waterfall that God created that is coming from a rock. So he now named the rock after the animal Ayinkunnuga. So, but the truth is that I don't even really know how they did the staircase down to that place, but the government in that aspect, I give the government kudos. The government that was in charge back then in that state during the period of that staircase, the government really tried a lot. That is the gospel truth. So when I now ascend, we follow the hunter statue. That's why if you see the picture on my Facebook, you see the statue of the um of the hunter. So at the side, that is where you follow. And I think the stuff is broken, like the place that they hold and your color waterfall is broken. So that's why we couldn't get the actual travel mark or travel track or track mark anymore. So that was how when we're just straying down until we get to the place we take staircase. We have to start climbing down to Ayokoloba waterfall. That's what I call we are descending. I think I counted the numbers of staircase that day. It's not up to 400. You understand? But it's like very deep. And the staircase, the one of the each staircase length and width is very like the length is very lengthy. And the width is just there. So that was how you know I hiked down to this place. So when I got to Ayokoloba waterfall, I will tell you the gospel truth. I was so scared. Like I was so scared. In within me, I was scared. because this place looks like where a giant python might likely be dwelling, a place where a python can be relaxing and be sleeping. So I just felt that wow, I just have, and it was only me and my friend. And I also heard that you can't come there during whether it's afternoon or there's a period in time that you don't need to come. And they said that is where some spirits do come there to do meeting. So I don't really know. And I went during the dry season period. That's why I do advise people out there that if you are going for any tourist destination, especially waterfall, when it comes to waterfall or where you want to hike, make sure you go during the dry season period, because those places are going to be very dry. At least the water will not be voluminous to, you know. But if you go during the rainy season, so like story is the case, the waterfall might be very high that I cannot even go down one, or maybe if you're hiking, everywhere will be so slippery, and anything that make you fall out from there, man, that is your own. I took a lot of, to visit some destination in Africa. At the point you reach, you were like, you want to give up, like you want to go back. You don't want to, so that was how I spent some time at the Ayinkunnuga waterfall. I noticed that some people do came here recently because the place was so dirty with bottled waters, was liters with bottled water, pure water, drinks, bottle of drinks, and the rest. So I noticed that at least I think some people came like um, 4 or 5 days before we came because everything was still looking fresh. So we stayed there. The rock was just pulling off small water and the rest. So I said, thank God, because I don't like visiting waterfall during the rainy days. I visit during the dry days. You understand? So that was how I explored. So when we are now coming back, we are hiking back to the top from Ayinkunnuga waterfall. Do you know that my tour guide fainted? Yes, I visited that place during fasting period, and my tour guide is a Muslim. So, and man, Omotosho really tried for me. Like we are climbing. Do you know that when going to Ayinkunnuga waterfall, as you are descending down to the waterfall, it will be very easy. But when you are ascending, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, you will be like, God, what am I doing? Like you will be so you'll be so tired. If you climb like 1 to 5 step, step that is more than close to 400 step. If you climb like 10 pieces of the step, you will like you climb like 10 step, you will feel like your waist, you'll be breathing heavily. At a point you start crawling. I understand Motosho's feeling. That was how we did until we get to the top. To the top. To tell you that this waterfall is down. The rock where the waterfall is coming from. If you are standing from another place, you might be seeing it. But where the water is coming from exactly is landing is at the down, down, down. There are some places that is more adventurous. Like this Ayinkunnuga waterfall is a place that I would urge any movie directors, or maybe they should come and assist in pushing up this promoting tourist destination through the movies and the rest. So we are hiking onto it. When we get to the top, I noticed my tour guy was just doing like this, was just shaking his head. I was just closing. At the end of the day, he just fell on the floor. I said, guy, waiting up. I noticed that he has fainted. I was so scared. So people will not say that Dennis have come and buy a tour guide in Osho State. You know how news do fly. Before you know it, people start telling you, saying that you have buy somebody in Osho State. Before you know it, news will carry it and fly. Maybe they'll say it's a Yahoo boy. They want to use this boy for one or two, you understand. So that is it. So I was so scared. I was just waking him. Thank God I was with one small this thing. I just sprinkled it on his face, and the guy just woke up from sleep. Like he just woke up from this thing, but he doesn't. He didn't have the strength to move again. Like I have to carry him on my shoulder, continue the journey until we get to where the bike man eats. So that was how I just placed him in the bike. Then I carried him. The bike man was also scared, like maybe where we went to, I've used him and do one or two things. Even me, I was so scared. And I don't blame him, because that period he was fasting. So someone that did not eat since morning to evening, like he was so fasting. Even me, I have to still take it upon myself and said I also joined him to fast, because I don't eat morning food if I'm going to a place, except if I didn't eat in the night. That is when you see me eat in the morning. But whereby I eat in the morning, if I'm going to any tourist destination or maybe I'm traveling, I don't eat. I make sure that I exploit those region. Once I come back, I will sit down and do what I eat my food in peace. That was how I did everything. And at the end of the day, God may have it, he revived himself. So that was how the bike man drove us to to Okinla, the roundabout, the park, the village. So I have to force myself, okay, will you eat corn? He said he's not in the mood. Will you eat this? I said he's not. I was so worried that my tour guide, because it was one that took me to Ayinkunnuga waterfall. So until we now entered Sienna, that is going back to, to the main town. I have to tell him that, okay, do you know any best restaurant in Aregbe? In Aregbe, yeah. I don't know if you're from Oshu State, please correct me. Aregbe in Osogbo, I mean to say Osogbo. So he said, yes. I said, let's go there. So we went there. The food was really affordable, but it kind of quite expensive actually. But based on he needs something stronger and vitamin. I have to tell him, oh boy, order swallow, order egusi. So he had to sit down and start eating. He ate different kind of meals, and that was how we surfaced this Ayinkunnuga waterfall. So at the end of the day, we got home. He rested. He bought more fruits. He licked. I even took him to one or two restaurants again that same night to find something to eat. I don't know. Like, and that day he was so happy and the rest, until we went to Erijesha the next day, which is going to be another story for another day. So guys, please, I will end up this live any moment from now. I just wanted to share, like, comment on my life. And I want to use this to give a shout out to Nelson Vika, Eric, Niniola, I don't know, the Ari Ide, Ibuku Oluwa Edward. I want to give everyone all of you shout out for commenting, for liking, and also shout out to all those people that will still comment and like in the future after post releasing this video on my YouTube channel and also here on Facebook. Please comment, share, and like this video. Okay, I love you guys. See you on my next travel story experience in Osogbo. Thank you.